And, I mean, Kwame obviously slow playing there. It's kind of ironic, isn't it, that if he had fast played it, he might have gotten a huge pot.
I don't think so, Jesse. I think Joe's played that very well. I think he's got the maximum he could possibly get out of that pot, to be honest with you.
Cooper cannot bait 3 deuces. And a big stack up there for Joe. In the big blind. Although I don't think he's going to hit any panic buttons
Pass.
soon. Cooper just
Call.
falling a little bit short of keeping
No
up the
raise.
pace of the game the last couple of hands. Look at this free money out there. 4 cards, none bigger than an 8.
And Cooper's hit
Check.
his big pair.
Check.
Yeah, I mean, if you play a deuce 3, you can hardly expect to flop anything more than bottom pair.
10.
And now Fagan has outdrawn Cooper here, but does he know it? 4s against 3s. You know,
Call.
Don has done this before, Anthony, in a situation where it looked like he should raise or fold. He's called. Is the call strong?
Check.
Well, if Cooper puts in a big bet here, you know, I don't think...
Check.
Oh, he hasn't. No, he's just... They've checked it down.
I mean, is it almost like Fagan says to himself, well, Cooper is not capable of firing that second bullet?
Yeah, he's made the right play, Jesse. As we said before, you know, a flat call is is an excellent call, really. I mean, it stopped Cooper betting at the end.
Really bad.
Sorry?
Dead real rubbish.
Has Cooper fallen off the doornail here? Joe leaning down, peering in. Good enough?
Yeah, well, obviously,
Pass. Call.
Cooper's now getting involved.
Check.
Yeah, I mean, this is another case of what you were saying, Anthony. You know, if Cooper raises here, he wins the 15,000. Now he's out of position, and well, who were we to say? This is going to work out perfect.
Nice flop for him, Jesse.
Top pair against second pair. Forget what I said.
Yep.
But I mean, this is
Check.
I was going to say this is what Cooper is hoping for, but he may have trapped himself.
15.
You can almost see him going all in here. If he does, he'll get called.
He will. He's played his hand poorly. He should have bet on the flop with a top pair and a top kicker.
Fold.
Wow, he passed it. And you know, Cooper has tried to trap Fagan so many times, it has never worked. And he's going to have to change strategy, isn't he?
He is. I've seen quite a lot of Cooper, and normally when he gets short-handed like this, you know, he is a lot more aggressive, Jesse. I'm surprised tonight that he's not actually being more aggressive.
It's interesting. It's almost like a contagious rash of limping and trapping has broken out on this table. And no one can get rid of this deadly sickness. I don't know. Like, these are 3 of the most aggressive players you'll ever see. They're playing like pre-teens.
Check. Check.
Where's John Wong? All the same, bookie, it does seem like everything's kind of playing into Fagan's hands.
10.
I'm not so sure, Jesse.
Fold.
I can see Joe winning this heat if he keeps playing aggressively and takes the initiative.
Joe's been super tonight.
Pass. Call.
Free flop offer to Joe,
No raise.
who has yet to fall in a trap tonight. think we've seen a flop just about every single hand.
Yeah, which suits Don,
Check.
doesn't it, really?
Check.
Well, looking at the stacks, I think
Check.
pair of
Check.
jacks and a flush draw. Fagan playing this very cagely. Just thinking
Check.
here, bookie, that and he's trying to let Joe bluff at it here. Joe can only win by betting, but I don't think Fagan
20.
is passing. I mean, this is why Fagan checked, right? To induce a bluff?
Call.
Pair of jacks. I was just going to say, bookie, it seems like the biggest pot we've seen since this level began is about 40,000, and in drips and drabs, Fagan has stormed ahead. He's chopping them, he's chipping them, and I think he's the chip leader right now.
Yeah, he's played very, very well. I think in the next hand, Jesse, I mean, Cooper is in the blind, and I think you're going to have to see him move soon. Any two high cards or suited cards, connecting cards, I think he's going to have to make a move.
From 26,000 up to 279,000 is Fagan. He has been quite impressive the way he's won hands this level. I think he's won about 100,000 since the 5 and 10,000 began. He's probably won about 6 or 7 pots. Now that Fagan's the chip leader, do you think he might start raising, or is he going to keep limping with these type of hands?
Yeah, I think Fagan will start putting the pressure on now.
Call.
Perhaps he's worried about Cooper.
Raise.
I like this move from Joe.
Raise. 30 more. 40 in total.
I mean, Kwami's not going to be drawn into a
Pass.
game plan that he doesn't want. And it does seem like he plays better in these raised pots than in the cheap ones. It helps him to define the hand, doesn't it? Any chance Don might call here?
I think he puts this down, Jesse, because he's got a big
You've
chip
got them
lead.
covered in this, have you? Much have you got there?
Fagan
Okay.
wants a chip count. He's going to find out
These 20s.
that he actually
40s and
covers.
40, 120, 40, 50, 60, 70, 180, about 190.
Fagan's got more chips than Joe, and he's just realized it. Do you think he can make Kwame put the hand down with a re-raise?
No, I don't think so. I think Fagan's going to pass this, Jesse.
I mean, you know, I'm thinking back to
Oh.
one of the first hands of the game when Fagan got into terrible trouble by calling a Kwame raise with the ace-10. This has the same inklings of it, but
Check.
I don't understand, bookie, why Fagan wants to get into these kind of pots
Check.
when he's doing so well the other way.
Yeah, and also, why hasn't Joe come out firing here? You know, he's first to speak.
Check.
If Don bets, Joe can't call.
Yeah, the first check looked trappy. This check, does Fagan read it as weakness now?
I think he does.
Check.
If it comes a jack, Don's going to be in horrible trouble. And as it is, it's come a queen, which has given Don the winner. Has Kwame made a mistake here by not betting?
Check.
Yeah, I feel Joe should have. Joe was first to speak, and he had the initiative, and I feel he should have taken it and, you know, bet on the flop.
As it is, Fagan was drawing to 3 cards to win. He's hit one of them. And with that, he's now not sure if he wants to bet. He thinks Kwame might be check raising 3 times.
Well, if he bets, he's not going to get a call anyway, Jesse.
I tell you what, I mean, I don't know what Don's thinking about, but it looks like he was lost in this hand from the start, which begs the question, why is he involved? He's going to bet, isn't he?
40.
40.
Is he deciding maybe that if Joe has some kind of ace that he can get paid off here?